Hello, friend. How are you? I'm Ankita, and in today's video, I want to talk about self fulfilling prophecy. You know, some people have heard about it, some people don't know about it. Self fulfilling prophecy, according to Google, when I search on Google, what is the exact definition? Google says a self fulfilling prophecy is an expectation or belief that can influence your behaviors, thus causing the belief to come true. So, in simple words, you know, you sometimes expect something to happen, and since you are expecting something to happen that way, you behave that accordingly, and you are like whatever you had expected actually happens. Like, suppose for example, if you like imagine people are of this area, like I don't want to go in this area because people in this area are terrible people. Like I have heard bad things about those people. Everyone in that area is terrible. I don't want to go over there. I don't want to talk to people over there because they are bad. We have already set an expectation in our mind that people in that area are bad. So now what we do, like if we have to go over there now, we like keep it in our mind that no, these people are bad, and we are going to like treat them in a way that it's a very negative behavior. Like we don't even realize that we are being negative towards them. Sometimes we like already make an assumption about people. Like we already assume that this person is very mean, or this person is very shy, or whatever. We have already made an assumption. So we treat them differently. So if we have a negative opinion about them na, or any person na, we are going to like be very like, or we like talk to them in a rude way, or we won't be interested to talk to them, you know and we won't even realize our own mean behavior. Like sometimes when things happen na, we like blame others, but we don't realize our own bad behavior. So we when we have negative opinions about someone na, we behave with them in a negative way, or we like, even if we don't behave in a negative way na, our mind perceives them in a very negative light. Like if you said hi to them and they said like this, they didn't smile, so you'll be like, see, told you they are mean. you know like like they said hi, you won't notice the hi, you like they didn't smile, or they didn't smile too much. Their handshake was loose, or like they didn't, I was the last person they said hi to. Like they didn't give us like expensive gift. They gave us cheap gifts, or they just walked us to this distance. They didn't take us till the end. Like if we ask someone for help and they help little bit, you would be like they didn't help too much. So when we like have a negative opinion about someone, we are like looking for it. Even littlest things about them irritate us, and we will be like, see, they were bad, and the other person will notice your energy. So when they realize that you are being mean to them, or you don't like them they would also project the same negativity towards you, and you would have even more reason to dislike them. We self-fulfilling prophecy is something people often do, like, but don't even realize they like on their own and self-fulfilling, they are like already decided on their own ki what the future is going to be. They are already like psychics, they are making prophecies like, no, over there these people are bad, or it's sometimes good also. Like I know I'm going to get that job. I know the people in that office are very good. Or like I know my experience is going to be good. You know. Most of the time this self-fulfilling prophecy is negative because people tend to like think negatively about their future more than positively. Like there is still like a fear of thinking positive. and we believe that if we like think too positive, then like we would be disappointed, so we already start thinking negatively. you know you know, this is something I have experienced also. Like, I won't say like I never do this. Like I realize this, oh shit, even I do this. I often used to think very negatively, like, people over here are bad, all men are same, all these police are like this, or like already declared, कि हाँ this is going to happen, or people may not like me, or people may think I am this way. you know I'd already made up my mind, and when I get slightest hint, I'm like, "Chhi, I knew it, and like I knew it, and this is going to happen. Like I knew they are terrible. I know all men are same, you know. And like I'm looking for it, Even if they like tried their best, we still think it's not good enough, because you know people often want to be right more than they want to be happy. you know this is like, often notice, people would rather be like right, rather the be happy, try to be happy. Like they would be like, see, I told you this is bad, rather than like, oh my god, this is such a good thing, No, oh my god, my experience was good, and I thought it would be bad, but my experience was good. This is not something which people would want. Actually, they would much rather be like, see, I was right uh, in not trusting that person, or I was right in not going over there, and like that. you know People get better feeling by being right, by telling others, see, I'm so much smarter than you, than actually feeling happy, than actually being wrong, that they misunderstood, sometimes their ego gets hurt, like if they have like made a negative opinion about something, especially people, and they were proved wrong, if the other person is nice to them, they would be upset about it, because they wanted to be right, you know they didn't want kindness, they wanted to be right on their for themselves, or to tell other people that how much intelligent they are. you know this pseudo intelligence, sometimes is one of the main reasons why we are so unhappy. Like we want to prove everyone how smart we are, rather than like having a good experience. you know so we tend to like keep on looking for negative things, keep on looking for, already assuming bad things are going to happen. And like when slightest bad thing happen, we would be like, yes, I was right. na. And lot of times, and I like notice, people often sabotage their relationships, and they will be like, get in a relationship, the other person is very nice, they're like, other person is trying their best, but we have a like, we had bad experience in the past, so we are like, oh, this person is also going to be bad, I knew it. So they will be like, trying to test that person. We'll be like intentionally try to like provoke them, or intentionally argue with them about little things, you know or be unhappy about smallest things. Like if they bought you chocolate, you'd be like, why they bought you such a cheap chocolate, why can't they buy something expensive? Or they like, why are they trying to make me fat, chocolate is bad for health. We like be negative, like we won't be appreciative of what other person is doing. We would be like, they didn't do this, they didn't do that. We're always looking for negative things, keep on arguing, keep on making them upset. And after the point, people are like, I have had enough, like I have had enough, I cannot tolerate this, continuously I'm trying my best to be nice, I'm like, I just want to rest some time and don't want to argue all the time, I cannot take it, and then they leave. And you will be like, see, all men are bad, even this person left me, you know they may all men, get fed up and leave, they get bored, and they don't want to be committed, and they left, and it's their fault. We lot of times cannot you know, understand our own faults, or even if we realize we are making some mistake, we still cannot help ourselves, like self sabotage. you know Self-fulfilling prophecy sometimes is part of our self-sabotage. We think negatively and we want negative things to happen. you know like, this is continuously harming us, this is something I myself have hard time, because since I was such a negative person na, like I was continuously like being very very negative, and I realized like whenever I talk about myself, even right now, like when I talk about my past self na, I will say what a average person I was very ugly looking, I was very skinny, I didn't look very good, I was very average in studies, and I don't like remember my past in a very good way. Like I did lot of good things also, it was not something very incredible, but still I did some good things, and till date I cannot like say good things about my past self, till date, and I cannot look at my past self, look at my childhood, as someone very pathetic. you know, and if we cannot even respect our own self, how can we expect other people to respect us? you know like people sometimes sense our energy. If we like feel about ourselves certain way na, the other people will also like treat us that same way. If you are someone who is like low confidence, who is like feeling down, who is very insecure na, other people can sense it. Some people can immediately sense it, some people can take some time, but they do realize you are an insecure person. So sometimes you meet kind people who help you out, but lot of times people would be like, oh my god, I don't want this person, or they will like intentionally try to put you down because they are insecure themselves. Yeah. So we kind of create negative scenarios for our own self, because of our own like thinking. Our own negative thinking gives us negative experiences. And this self-fulfilling prophecy, it's good to be a bit of psychic, to realize to danger, any kind of danger. If something is bad, it's good to realize it beforehand, that something is bad, this person is dangerous, or this area is dangerous, or this thing is not good for me. It's good to like be aware of negative things. But when this awareness becomes more of like negativity, instead of logically thinking, no, this is why this person is bad, we would just assume them bad because we thought about it. I I some reason think that this person is bad, and I have a gut feeling this person is bad, and your gut may not actually be telling it. Like sometimes we just assume someone is bad when either because we don't like their physical appearance, like one of the most like you know main reasons why people don't like someone is because of their physical appearance. We treat people differently based on how the other person looks. Like it can be like a physical like attractiveness, and how much attractive they are. Like if they are attractive, then lot of times people are nicer to them, until and unless we see them as a competition, then we'll be negative towards them. you know when you see an attractive person, when you that person is attractive to you, you would either be very nice to them, you would be friendly to them, or you would be negative to them, because you may feel they will try to take your partner, or they will like outshine you or some way. you know so like we have just assumed this person is certain way, not because of our gut feeling, or because they did something, but because of our own insecurities. And then like there is also like race, religion, regionality also coming into factor. Like lot of times people have opinions about people based on their race or their religion or the place where they come from. So we like already decided like people from this religion is this way, people from this race is this way, people from this region is this way. Race, religion, region. you know we, especially if we have negative opinion about people of those RRR, you know then we'll treat them in a very negative way. They can be very different from the person you assume in your head, but still we want to be right. We don't want them to be kind, we want to be right. you know we just want to be proven smarter than others, rather than have a good experience and a happy experience. Like, this is very very important to for us to realize, a lot of the bad things which we assume we lot of times self fulfill, we like ourself declare that this bad thing is going to happen, and we like behave or change our behavior accordingly. Like we intentionally behave in a negative way, and sometimes we don't even realize how negative we are, and the other person senses the energy, and our experience also becomes bad with them. So if you are someone who is like continuously like thinking negatively, and you like, see, I was right, see, this is bad, this is bad, maybe just stop assuming, stop assuming, like, for a change, like, let's see how they are, like, let's not assume that they are good, bad, or anything. Just I don't know this person, let's see, like, let's meet them and see what happens. Or I have never been to this area, let's see and see what happens. Or if I've been this area, I met some different group of people, or they were in different mood that time. you know you know, this place was different, now today it can be different. Like, we don't know, we can't see the future, so let's not assume that we can see the future. Let's go with the flow. And this helps a lot. Like I'm like looking into these philosophies and all these things now. So the one of them is Wu Wei, where like just go with the flow, effortless action, where we like take actions in effortless way, where we like don't feel like we are doing too much pressure, we are like giving ourselves too much pressure. Oh my god, I have to do this way, I have to do that way, and we're like, okay, I will do it. So in my YouTube also instead of me being like, oh my god, I have to do this, oh my god, I have to do preparation of this and that and that, and I'm like, I will make video on things I enjoy, and I like some, I'm reading all these philosophies and how to improve myself and all these videos now, watching all of them, reading about it, and bought books of them. So why not share my experience, instead of talking about things which I like have to specially like learn and everything, and something which I'm not interested. I should like do something which I myself enjoy, like since I'm like into self help and self improvement these days, so I can share my own like opinion, and this is much more like in the flow for me, and I am like not worrying too much. Right now I'm not even looking at stats. If something works, it works. Like as long as I'm like being helpful. Because you know in the end, like, this is these videos should more be about whether they are useful to people or not. People are not going to watch it if they don't find it useful. you know like if they don't like it, then why would they watch? I have to not just be focused on myself. Ki, oh shit, I should, I made put in so much work on my video, so other people should watch it. Like I spent this much money on my video, so I should get that money in return. I should double the money or all these things. Like I can put effort on my side, but whether other people will respond will depend on other people. Like I have to just do what's best for me, give my best shot, and I shouldn't even like assume. Like nowadays I don't like assume I am going to get, no point in working hard, I'm going to get less views, I'm going to like, I think very negatively. Like last year I was like, I have put in so much effort, but I know I'm going to get less views, and I know my channel won't grow. I was thinking very negatively. Now I'm like, you know make video which you are comfortable with, which you want to do, which you like feel like doing, which other people may find useful, like lot of my videos, especially I'm like talking about these things, not everyone finds that interesting. Lot of people prefer those role play videos, because they are light and simple. But I know these videos are much more like helpful for people, role play videos will get me more views, but those videos are not something which I myself enjoy watching also. Like to be honest, I've like already told many times, like I don't watch role play videos, if I am watching ASMR videos, mostly it's related to either Reiki or positive affirmations, I like listening to positive affirmations, or like someone comforting me, everything's going to be all right and all. So those things I like enjoy. So and I prefer now to make those videos which I enjoy watching, I will be occasionally making role play videos since people enjoy it, but this will those things will be rare, occasionally I'm thinking of making one more role play for Patreon, so in between I will make. But I think these videos, positive affirmation videos or helpful videos, like talking about all these philosophies and all these things is helpful, and at least someone out there will find this useful. Yeah. Like the self-fulfilling prophecy, someone would be like, oh, yeah, I'm right. Like, I think I am like manifesting my own negative experiences. You know, sometimes we don't realize, and when we watch a video, like, oh, they're right. And I have like experienced this myself now. So I thought like sharing my experience. So, someone will get experience from me, then they will share the experience with others. These are in like very high views videos, but these are something which I like really enjoy making, and I can effortlessly make these videos because I'm like watching them, so they all these things are registered in my mind, so I hope you found this video helpful. And this time I like put in a blue color uh, curtain, because some people in the comments suggested I should try blue color, and red is too like bright, and blue is more soothing. So I thought of like, okay, let's see, let's put my blue screen. you know. I didn't turn on the light because the light was too bright, it, for on the blue it didn't look that nice, some reason. Like I will put it now, maybe someone will like it. See, there is some noise going on, and this is like looking too bright, so some people don't like it. Some people find it too like bright and intense. I'm actually more worried about that buzzing noise. And this is too bright on the blue. It look good on red, but over here it's not looking that good. And the buzzing noise is scaring me, so I'm closing it. So this went off topic. But let me know whether you what do you think about this topic. Did you like knew about it, and what are your experiences with self-fulfilling prophecy, and about this curtain and this new loop? Let me know, and take care. Bye bye.